Oof. Sorry if I'm looking a bit rough, it's because I am. So, bit of breaking news. In the world of boxing, Tyson Fury has announced his retirement. For what, the fourth or fifth time he's done that. And always came back and fought again. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not ridiculing him. The man's the same age as me, and he's a multi-millionaire. Got to the pinnacle of his field, and I'm sitting here at 10 to 3 in the afternoon drinking Mad Dog, so who am I? But listen, it's all just a bit of fun. And that's the beautiful thing about free speech, you know. It doesn't matter who you are, we're all allowed our opinions. So what's my opinion on this? Well, not only has Fury announced his retirement, but in the same sentence, more or less, he said, now again, I forget word for word, I'm bad for that, but along the lines of, I am officially announcing my retirement, and also Dick.Turpin wore a mask. Anyone that doesn't know, Dick.Turpin was some type of burglar a long time ago that would steal from you, but people say, anyway, he had the decency to at least wear a mask and not have his face shown. It's quite a silly phrase, because he obviously just done that to try and avoid being caught by the police, but regardless, that's the it's a famous quote, certainly in the UK. Anyway, what does it mean? I think it's pretty clear and obvious that what Fury's alluding to is he got robbed by the judges in both the Usyk fights. I don't believe he did, even if you want to say it was a close fight. Well, they both were semi-close fights at stages. I think the first one was closer. So let's go with that, actually. So the first fight, let's call it what it is. It was a close fight, well, to a lot of people. For me, Usyk won clearly, right? For me. Or he won enough to, that there was no debate. So with that said, Usyk was champion at the time, right? And it's not a rule, but it's just commonly known in boxing circles that if you are to relinquish that boxer of his belt, basically if you're to beat him and take his belt off him, you need to, what we say is, rip it off them. Anyone that's in boxing circles, well, actually, not everybody knows that phrase, but I guess diehards will, because it's been commonly used. And what it basically means is you've got to favour the champion. So, for example, close rounds, you think, well, Usyk's the champion, I'll give it to Usyk. Tyson, Fury's not done enough to make it a clear round for him, and he should be. Like, here's a great example involving the boxer. Tyson Fury went over to, was it Germany? And even though Klitschko is Ukrainian, he fought in Germany most of his career. So Tyson Fury went over there and he did rip it off him. He won, for me, very, very clearly. And the judges also thought it was clear. He won unanimously. He didn't do that with Usyk. Even if you want to say he won, it was very, very close. And I'm kind of half smiling because I don't see how you can say he won. That's just my opinion. For me, Usyk won both fights. And he done it clear enough that for me, there was no debate. So, with that being said, I think Fury's being a little bit bitter, you know. And as much as I'm saying from before that he's a very successful man, he's a rich man, he's got a beautiful family, beautiful wife, He's also made it clear that he's struggled with suicide in the past, and drug addiction and alcohol addiction. That can affect anyone, regardless of your money or, status in life. So I hope, because for me, boxing has for his full career actually, particularly the last 5-10 years, 10 plus years I should say, it's been his identity. He's been known as the top man in world boxing. Even now he's known as the top man in British boxing. So I think he's going to struggle with this, I really do. It's well known that he struggled after beating Klitschko. Yeah, he struggled after that fight. And think about what I just said there. After the Klitschko win. So he didn't even lose the fight, he won the fight. And he won it convincingly. But in Fury's own words, he says, I had been building to that for my full life. When I got there, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Basically, that's what he said. So I do worry a bit for him. And, people are going to laugh at me and say, well, worry for him, the guy's a multi-millionaire and he's got everything you want in life. But he's shown vulnerabilities before. And at the end of the day, away from being a big personality and a world-class boxer, he's a human being. And I know how those low feelings are, and they're not nice. So, what I'm getting at is, I think he is bitter about the losses to Usyk. I struggle to think he believed really that he won though. But regardless, it's not about that. I've already spoke about that in other videos. Tyson Fury has announced his retirement. I believe he will come back. I don't think this is a real retirement. I think he's just holding out for more money in a last fight with Anthony Joshua. And I'm not even going to get into who I think will win that and why, because it's not made yet and there's so much to be done before that. But that's my prediction for this announcement from Fury. I think he's just holding out for more money to negotiate a better deal for his last fight against Anthony Joshua. But let me know what you're thinking.